So I've got an announcement to make, people. Tomorrow I am off around Europe in my van. There goes my phone. Yeah, don't bang the steering wheel too hard, you'll cause 500 quid's worth of screen damage. I've already had that replaced as well, which annoyingly, oh, it's not broken. But since I've had the screen done, the phone doesn't actually work that well anymore. So that is quite concerning, because that will be my maps around Europe. Now, if my phone stops working, I might actually go and buy one of those big European maps. But anyway, yeah, what I've done, I've gone and bought myself a baseball bat to take with me. On a serious note, this is, well, it is a baseball bat to a certain extent, but it's like a deterrent and a like steering lock. I like the look of these ones. They're like nice and slim, yellow, so it stands out. Just give me a bit of protection, like for the van, you know. I'll give the van a bit of protection, because obviously when you travel around other countries, you're not on your home turf, and I think it's good to make sure your safety and security is up to scratch. So I've got a steering lock, and I've also got an air freshener. So the journey, when I'm driving down, smells nice in here. I don't want to be smelling no funny fields, because I know what like Belgium and that's like. You get that horrible smell coming up from the fields. So I've got an air freshener and I've got a baseball bat. But what I'm going to do actually with this, because I've got a few security things going on in the van now. So I've got this. I'm going to be putting my dash cam on. I'll remember to turn that off when I'm going through Austria, because I know in Austria at the minute they don't allow dash cams apparently. I will double check that before I put this in the video, but I'm sure they dish out fines. So I'll make sure I use a dash cam whilst the van's parked up in Germany and when I'm driving through Germany. And yeah, and also I'm putting a little safe somewhere in the van, only like a tiny one like that big, just to keep your little bits in, yeah, just in case. So yeah, yeah, that's basically it. What I'm doing, I've loaded the van up, I've got food, plenty of food. I'm going to show you in a minute. I went to Tesco last night, stacked up. I've got loads of like dry foods. I've got stuff which basically I can use and cook whilst on the road, which isn't going to take me too much time, but also it will save me money, because when you go away, like I've done a road trip before. I've done 2 road trips, like big ones. I've done one in Europe before, and I also done one in America, so I know the score basically. When you go through like these long roads, you want to make sure you've got a bit of food like ready, because driving gets tiring, as we all know. And then you get to a petrol station and they don't really sell much. Like they sell like these hot pasties or something, which look like they've been there for 3 or 4 days, and they'll charge you like €6 for. So don't get caught in that trap. Take plenty of food if you're going to do it. I've got plenty of water as well, and I've also got a nice crate of beers. They're not for the road, they're for like, you know, like when you get to, if I get to a campsite, I might do like the odd campsite here and there, just a nice bottle of beer to chill out with. So yeah, that's good. My fridge is loaded up. I've got a box full of dry foods, and yeah, that's that. I'm going to show that in a sec. So the plan is my final destination, or my main destination, should I say. I'm not going to say in this video, because I think I'm going to keep you all sort of watching. I want you all to carry on watching. I don't want to just like, oh, there's another VW turning up. Nice one, nice white one. I don't want to give away too much information. I think it's more exciting if people don't know just yet. So I'm going to keep you on your toes, but my final destination, it's not somewhere where I don't think any of you would expect me to be going. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. But the first destination, obviously tomorrow I've got to get the crossing, so I've got to go to Dover, straight to Calais. I'm going to take the ferry this time. Last time I took the Eurotunnel and I went through in the car. And this time I thought, do you know, it's a little bit cheaper, saves you like 20-30 quid by taking the ferry. So I'm going to do the ferry. It's the same time as well, there's no difference. And then when I get the other side, I'm going to drive to Germany, but I'm going like south of Germany. So obviously I'm heading towards Austria way. So there's a few places in my mind where I think I'm going to go, but I haven't booked anywhere. Like, that's something I haven't done. I'm just going to turn up. If I get tired as soon as I hit Germany, I'll stay wherever I am at that point. And then if I want to carry on further, I will. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And in the video, what I'm going to make sure, like in the videos I'm going to do, what I'm going to make sure is I'm going to do similar to like what I've done in Cornwall with James. So I'm going to just record different bits, give you little tips and like stuff for you guys to watch and enjoy. Also, I would appreciate if anyone's got any good tips as well, like where to go and visit, because that's something else I would like to know. Like, obviously, when I haven't been through the whole of Germany, I've drove through a lot of Germany, but being that that's my first destination, any little tips on the south of Germany would be great, like really great. So yeah, anyone that's done that, please drop a comment below. Next thing I'm going to say is, if you're in the same situation and you want to go traveling in your van through Europe, I'm just going to tell you a few things that I've had to get prepared before going, because it's not just like flying. It's not like just going to an airport, jumping on a plane and flying to your destination. Obviously, when you take a van, you've got a lot more things to think about. I made sure my van was all serviced. I made sure all the major repairs that needed doing have been done. Breakdown cover, I've got a good European breakdown cover. Now, the one I went for was with Green Flag. I've got quite a good premium on that. It was something like £50, but that's for an annual cover. With them, you get 365 days cover, but each trip you can only do, I think it's a maximum of 30 days. So bear that in mind, because obviously my trip is only going to be a maximum of 4 weeks. It's going to be about 3-4 weeks, I think, before I come back. So they're pretty competitive on pricing. I did note as well that when that when I took that policy out, there is like a £40 call out charge. So if you basically get them out, you pay £40, but that's how they afford to keep the premium lower. So fingers crossed I don't need to use them, but should I need to use them, obviously I've got to pay the excess, but I've got the lower premium as well. So I'm happy with that, because RAC were a lot more money. They were over double that, and I thought, well, I don't like, when you're going traveling as well, you want to, unless you've got loads of money, you don't mind. But I'm trying to save a bit of money, because obviously I've spent so much on this van and spent so much getting it right before going. So yeah, that's that. Got the breakdown cover. Travel insurance, I've made sure I've got my travel insurance in place. Everything that's going on, I had to make sure I had the enhanced cover, so it covers you for that also, should I need it. Fingers crossed again, hopefully I never do need that, but I've got it just in case. Also taking my EHIC card, because we are still part of Europe technically, I believe, in the time of doing this video, which is September 2020. We've still got a couple more months, or 3 more months, till we fully Brexit. So yeah, that European health insurance card should cover me for most things if I need it. So I had to get that done. Travel insurance, breakdown cover, and what was the other thing I've done? Oh, documents. So when you drive through Europe, it's not like driving here where you have to just carry your driving license. Abroad, you've got to make sure you've got your proof of ownership, so they know you haven't just picked the motor up and drove down and, you know, basically stole it. Proof of ownership. So I've got my V5 I'm taking. I've got I'm taking my MOT certificate. I don't know if that's actually needed, but I'm taking it. I had to contact my insurance, because my insurance also wanted to know where am I going. Like, they asked me the question, so I told them all the different countries, and what they've done, they've sent me a certificate of confirmation to basically show the authorities, should I need to, just to prove that I've got cover in those countries. Because there was talks, I remember at one point, about a green card, but I don't know if that's going to be coming in next year or what. But for whatever reason, I don't need a green card. They have just sent me a certificate of confirmation to say I am covered to drive in Europe, which is really good. My policy, who I'm with, I think I get 180 days a year, which is massive. Most like insurers, I think, do 90 days, or some even 60. So 180 days worth of cover is good. So I've got that. What's the other things? I think there might have been a few more things. Let me get my phone, because I did do a huge list in my notes, which This was another thing. If you're going away, do a big list of things, so you just tick them off as you go. Hand tools and spanners. Now, what I've done, I've got some hand tools on me, just because if anything happens, like I did pretty much 95% of the conversion in my van. If I need to change a fuse or do any adaptations to the vehicle, I can do. I've got my tools at the ready. I don't want to be trying to find a German Halfords to find a posi screwdriver and a socket set on my trip. So for the sake of taking a small tool bag like screwdrivers, spanners, I've got sockets and all that, just in case I do need it. Anything major, obviously I've got green flag, let's give them a call, or a local garage. Passport, make sure I've got that. The other thing was WeSwap card for my money. I can't find my bloody WeSwap card, which is so annoying, because if you don't know about WeSwap, it's basically one of those like foreign exchange cards, so you can put money on it, but they have so many different currencies, so you can use like transfer your English money into euros, into, you know, Hungarian money or Lithuanian money, whatever money or whatever currency they've got on there, you can just literally change it, and once you're done on your trip you can change it back. Can't find that card, so I think I'm gonna have to just maybe just withdraw a bit of cash or exchange some before I go. Annoying, but hey ho, I couldn't get one in time. The other thing I'm taking, just a little bit of cash. So people probably don't think about this. When you go traveling, you want to make sure you've got a bit of cash on you, because whether it's in English or euros or whatever, it don't really matter, because if, say for example, you lose your wallet, and no one thinks of these things, but if you do lose your wallet, make sure your cash obviously isn't in it, leave your cash somewhere or in your pocket. If you lose your wallet, you still got something to get you somewhere, so you don't want to have to like go to a petrol station and have nothing on you. At least if you've got cash, if the worst did happen, you're covered, so that's quite handy. Take a little bit of cash, not loads. Food shopping, I've done that. Copies of my documents, done that. Driving documents, I've got my license, all of that. And obviously things like medication, if you're traveling, make sure you've got plenty of medication. This sounds like a how-to guide, doesn't it? So I've just made sure I've got a few bits that I need, even like paracetamol, stuff like that. If you get a headache on your journey, just pop one of them, didn't you? And I've loaded them in the van. I've got my floor mats, so when I'm parked up, I've got the awning out, I can get the floor mat out, it's nice to chill. Internal windscreen protectors, that keeps the sun out, so I'm going to be putting them on the windows. Plus it gives me more room than these pull across cab dividers. I do love my cab dividers, but these are more for when I'm parking up stealth. I'm going to obviously be doing all sorts of different bits, campsite, stealth, obvious, everything. So I've got, you know, both options there. I need to go and get myself some wheel chocks. I still haven't got some to this day. I always keep saying I need to get some wheel chocks, so my van is level. So yeah, that's another thing. And then oh, that was another good thing I bought. I bought a flat tire kit. Now, because I've got these massive BFG Goodrich tires, I don't have enough room for a spare underneath my van. Like, you'd never get it in the cradle. So I even thought about this. I went to Halfords yesterday and I bought some emergency puncture repair kit, which basically is like a foam. You just pump that in. It only works up to punches up to 5mm. Apparently these tyres are very strong. Like, I can see they're very strong, but to what extent I don't know. I just hate the thought of not having any sort of backup should I need it. So I've gone and got myself some emergency tyre repair kit. Just pump that in. Yeah, that cost me, I think that was £10, well worth getting. And then yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you into the back of the van, and then I'm going to show you all the bits I've got ready, and I'll show you the puncture repair kit stuff as well. Right, let's go. Put my sunglasses down for a second. Where's my key? Oh, and also another thing I've bought a spare key with me. Sounds crazy, but you need a spare key. I don't know where I'm going to keep the spare key. I'll probably keep one set of keys and then the other spare key in another pocket. I don't know, because you can't prepare for every eventuality, but I like to think I'm well prepared just in case. For some reason that's locked. Oh, I can't get in that door. Other side. Yeah, I've been treating this like a single slider today. So yeah, look, my floor mats, my good old pal James bought me them when we was in Bodmin, so I'm taking them. Oh, and by the way, going back to me and James are going to be doing a trip, but we're going to wait because obviously I'm going away on this one, and then when I'm back we're going to do one at another time. So for anyone waiting for that, well, you're probably wondering, got a bit of fluff there, you're probably wondering where's James or if he's coming. Yeah, so we're going to do a separate trip another time. So yeah, chairs and that there. The pod is fully stacked up, it's got loads of stuff in there, but this is what I've done. So see here, you're going to go, oh my god, what a load of crap you've brought, but to be honest, it's not that bad. These are just like snacky bits in case. So this is my dry food box. I bought this plastic box in Tesco purely so I can keep all, like, you know, the quick foods. Basically, you don't, like I said earlier, just something quick. So look, I've got some nice squashed Hovis bread, even stuff like that. Look, noodles, got pasta. It looks like I've been to a food bank. I've got just some cereals, bit of pasta sauce. I've got curry sauce in there. Got plenty of tuna somewhere down there. Even got some sweets, peanut butter. I love crunchy peanut butter. Protein bars. Got crisps, loads of crisps. I love like spicy crisps, so I've got some spicy ones. Ginger beers as well, mug shots. I've got everything in there. I've got enough food in there to keep me going for about a day. No, I'm joking, that'll last me for ages. Probably last me about 6 months. But yeah, so I've kept it in this box because I don't want stuff like rattling around. Another OCD of mine. Plenty of water as well, just for the journey. And then under here, oh yeah, I've got some beers here as well. These are on offer in Tesco. I've got 12 bottles, £7. So I thought, do you know what? Get them just in case I fancy a nice beer. I'm sure I will. Right, let's have a quick look under here then, peeps. What's going on under here? So, there's my tools, like a few hand tools there. But here's my fridge. So, like I say, look, I've got some vegetarian sausages, got some fruit, got some olives, got a bit of chicken, some smoothies, orange juice, almond milk, or almond milk, I never know how you say it, and then blueberries, butter, just eggs, you know, little bits like that. Keep the fridge topped up, just so I am self-sufficient. So I just made sure I went shopping beforehand. Now what I'm going to do is show you this Tyre World stuff, just so you've got an even better idea about that. Well worth a tenner. That's right, I'm not talking to myself. I'm making a video, I do vlogs and stuff, so that's alright. We think, who's this weirdo? Right, so at the back, oh look, I've upgraded the iron. I've got the Bosch iron in here now. The travel one's gone. I've gone serious. Toilet and all that, all my toilet liquids. But this is the Tyre World stuff. So basically, this is for 17-inch tyres. They do it in like different sizes, but the idea is, it says you try and remove the puncture and then move the vehicle so the puncture is at the bottom of the tyre, screw the connector onto your tyre valve like it's diagrammed there, and then twist the red button on at the top. Once it's fully emptied, you basically drive immediately for at least 6 miles at a max speed of 50 miles an hour to seal the puncture, check and adjust tyre pressure. So that'll apparently get you home should you need it, or to your local garage. So yeah, and that's it for now. See all that stuff there. Right. So one thing I forgot to mention is basically a European travel kit. I've got one in the back of my van. It basically consists of some high-vis vests. Should you break down, you need them. Also your warning triangle kit. There's some breathalyzers, which is a must-have in certain countries. I've got 2 of them in there. It comes with the GB signs. I've used them in my last trip abroad, so I had to buy some magnetic ones today. So it basically comes with everything you need to go through Europe. So well worth getting. They're about 20 quid. I'll leave a link in the description to the one that I got off of eBay. So I hope that helps you out as well if you're planning on doing a trip. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to be doing like a vlog on my way, showing you all the weird and wonderful things I'm going to be getting up to. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, if you, like I said earlier, if you've got any questions or whatever, or you got any tips, please leave them below. And if you are new to my channel, I'm going to ask you now to subscribe just so you can keep up to date with my travels. And that's it for the minute, and see you all again soon.